Good morning, everyone. Welcome to July. It looks rainy. Good thing we had that picnic yesterday. Everybody, thank you for coming. What a great turnout. It was so much fun. And you know, that water balloon toss really turned out well. Whoever ended up winning, I don't know if we did we have someone we just kind of,
had fun.
we just watched Mike Greenbaum juggle then after that.
I just declared Mike in that one because that was some great
Yeah, it was fun. So thank you everyone for showing up. What a great day. I just have a few announcements. It's going to be a short and sweet drivers meeting today. The mechanics have a couple requests. Please, if something is wrong with your bus, do not go park it in front of their area. Go and park and then fill out the correct form and go and put it in the dispatch where it says mechanics. They're busy, and you know, having drivers out there is kind of dangerous as well. So please, if something is wrong with your bus, have some trust that they'll get it done, because they will. They're great at what they do, and they will get those forms and they will get buses fixed. So please do that. And also try to avoid branches. It does poke holes in the top. It does ruin stuff on the top of the buses. Storm is right now trying to do some bus cleanup from that. And you know, we're getting all these nice, beautiful buses. If it's branches at a house that we can call and see if they can maybe trim them up, please let us know. But try to avoid branches so it doesn't ruin the tops of them. Also, votes. We have been nominated for Best Place to Work again. So how exciting is that? 3 years in a row. So we put out that website on Paylocity so you can vote every day. Isn't that exciting? I know you guys all think this is the best place to work, and it is in my eyes. So please get out there and vote. We have some July anniversaries. July is kind of just a couple. And we have Megan. There she is. She's been here 2 years. So thanks for Megan for your service here at the track. And then we have Janet. She's been with us for 3 years. And for some reason it keeps telling us that Mike Greenbaum has been here 11 years in July, but he's been here from the beginning, so I didn't put it in there, but it is, that's why it's 11 years, so happy anniversary. But he's one of the ones that helped own New Track, so I don't know why it keeps telling me that it's 11 years, but okay, that's all I have for you. Reene is going to do some retraining on some bus safety issues. Or talk to you about it.
Can I click this?
Yes, please do. I encourage you to do that.
This is so perfect for the
Just take the magnet off and snag it. I'm just,
Is that good?
yeah.
Now we're straight.
Can you hear me?
Hi guys! How's everybody doing today? If we missed all you guys who weren't able to make it to the picnic yesterday, we had a really good time. We ended it by whipping water balloons at each other, so it was a perfect, ending to the whole day. No, it was really good. Next year, maybe you guys can join the rest of you can join us, and we'd love to have you. So, I want to talk about what Abby was kind of alluding to here.
You want me to start this? Or later?
Not yet.
Okay.
I want to talk about some of the bumps and scrapes that we've been getting on our buses. We're getting a lot of new buses in, which is great. We're almost everybody is riding in a new bus now. And we want to make sure that we keep them looking like they're new buses. Oh.
I thought they were gonna back
I
in.
thought they were coming right in. So we want to make sure that, you know, they last a long time and they look nice. They look like new buses, you know, after a month or so that we have them. And I know that things happen. I know, especially this time of year, low-hanging branches from trees, that you can't help, like, if you have to get close to pick up somebody that, you know, you're gonna rub up against a tree. Hopefully, if that ever happens to you guys, just try to maybe come out a little bit away from the branches, or let us know if there's some branches that need to be trimmed up, and we can do that. And I know that the mechanics were saying, if you do have to go by some branches on your route somewhere, try to go by them slowly. A lot of people just kind of try to drive past them quickly, but if you can do it a little bit slowly, it's not as much, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't scratch as much. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's what they say. But I know there's things that we can't avoid happening to our buses, but there are a lot of things that we can do to avoid this. I just want to go over some cost statistics, I'm sorry. So, Doug, you can go ahead and, Doug's gonna put up some pictures on here that kind of show you some of the scratches and dings and stuff that we've been seeing on the buses. We didn't put any bus numbers up there, okay. Because I'm not trying to display guilt or anything on you guys. I just want to show you some of the types of damage that can easily be done to our buses. You know, the cost of a brand new bus is $185,000. That's a lot of money, especially when we get 6 to 8 buses all at once. It's a lot. So when you get something nice, we want to keep it nice, right? You want to work on trying to keep it that way as long as we can. Some pricing that I just want you guys to get into your head. This is how much it costs to replace or repair some of these things. Yeah. So a rear fender flare. Ooh, that's hard to say. $539 for just a rear front fender, which is the part that goes around the tires. A lower body panel. That can go up to almost $1,500 just to repair that panel.
That's a branch damage. That fan.
That's a what?
That's due to a low hanging branch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Marker lights. Yeah, the side marker lights, yeah, they're not much. They're $10, but when you include labor in order to take them off and put them back on again, it goes up to about 45 bucks per light. A used headlight. This is used. $100. If it's not used, if it's brand new, just one headlight, that's $200. A used front bumper. We try to use some of our buses as scrap to pull things off to repair the other buses. So we try to, recycle some of those parts. So something happens to the front bumper and we pull something off, that's still $300 to pull and use that used bumper. A mirror. The mirrors on these buses, they're heated, they're electric, you know, everything like that. A mirror itself is $823. The cover for the mirror that goes with, that's just the mirror itself. The cover that goes around it, $31. Now, bus siding or molding, like we saw some up here, $95 a shot. Fiberglass skirt. So that first picture that we showed, that part went right through that side of that bus, the fiberglass. To replace that is $800. The rubber flare fenders. So some of the fenders have that white one, some of them have the black rubber fender on the back wheels. Those are $113 a piece. Now, let's talk about bumpers. If we talk about the bumper itself, and then the Romeo bumper is the black bumper that goes around the metal bumper itself. We have to replace one of those. That's $641 a piece. Now, think about just repairing scratches or buffing out paint transfer, rubbing up against things. Paint and materials alone are $475. Buffing out and out those color transfers and scratches, $55 to do one bus, to put all those and then to put that paint on. And nicks in the side of your buses. I know you've seen a lot of our older buses, we use tape. We use that white tape, which kind of looks kind of shabby, right? So we want to try to start repairing the fiberglass nicks on there, which are $50 a piece. Keep in mind that the backs of the buses, if we nick a lot of them now, the new buses, that's all one piece. The whole back of the bus is one piece. So if we damage the one piece, we have to replace that whole back. It's not just replacing the little part, the little corner or bottom part of it. That can go up to $5,000 if we have to replace that whole piece. I have a couple pictures here. I think I got a picture of that one. I think Doug's probably showed you the pictures that I have here, so I won't even show them to you. Just also, there's we see a lot of these dings where, you rub up against something, get too close to something, and it kind of tears at that molding that's around your bifold door. Just remember that all these little things are easy. It's easy to do. It's easy to get close and to rub up against things. What can we do to not get yourself into that situation? And I just want to mention one more thing, a couple more things. Drug testing. When you guys have accidents or whatever, there's some protocol that we have to follow. If you have clients on your bus, if you're in an accident of some kind, we got to take you in for a drug test. If there's a lot of damage done, or if I feel like you guys are impaired somehow, we're taking you in for a drug test. Most likely you're going to get taken in. That's $80 a pop, just for that testing. Okay? And last but not least, our vehicle insurance a month. How much do you guys think that is a month? To insure all of our vehicles.
$35.
$35? Try putting a few zeros after that. It's about $26,000 a month to insure all these vehicles. So I just want to give you some of these pricings just so that you guys can get a feel of how much it costs that we try to put into these buses to keep them looking nice. Now, I'm not saying that we look horrible. I think we have a very nice looking fleet. And, frankly, compared to some of our older buses that you can tell are aged, I think we look brand new, shiny and brand new. It's just keeping it that way that's going to be the tough part. So how do we keep it that way?
Get the big picture.
You want to get the big picture wherever you guys go. When you're driving down the road, not only driving down the road, when you pull into parking lots, going to load at the different sites, when you drive around in a neighborhood to go pick up some of your clients. Get that big picture, see what is hanging over the curves that you're driving into. It's not just the road you have to look out for, it's the things that you can see out your windshields, right? In your windows. Use caution when you're driving through those residential areas. And again, summer, we got kids, we got all that stuff. So you don't want to put yourself in a spot where you're going to have to move over to the side of the road or stop quickly or, God forbid, hit something, okay? Parking lots, I always urge, our protocol is 10 miles per hour through parking lots, okay? And I do go out to the sites and I kind of watch to see how things are going, making sure things are going smoothly, and if you guys ever need help and you can grab me and talk to me about it, I'm always there. So 10 miles per hour, I do see some people that are like, okay, I gotta get in there and get my people, I'm gonna, rush through. Think about the stop sign at Merrick. You see a lot of people running through that. You make sure you stop at the stop signs and at the signs that you see in these parking lots. Commerce especially, commerce is such a trouble site for me because there's so much traffic that goes in and out of commerce. It's very easy to get yourself into a situation that you can't get out of. So make sure we're following.
Yeah.
Make sure we're following when you're going to stage buses, that we're not rushing in there and putting too many people staging. Make sure you're watching to see, don't pull in there until you see somebody leave completely. Because what's happening is that you're pulling in, they're trying to pull out, and now they're trying to move over to get out of your way. Now they're getting too close to another bus. You get a rub. You break a light, you get a big rub mark. We know how much that costs just for those small things. You think that they're small, but they cost money to repair. Gas stations. Those, we haven't had too many problems with those lately, but in the past we have, if they're really congested at gas stations, we always try to, let's pull closer, I'll get closer to the pump so that I can, get out of people's ways and everything. The problem with that is that you get too close to that pump and then you're gonna leave and your tail swing is gonna catch those big cement barriers that they have at the end of the pumps, and there you go. You're either hooking your bumper or you're getting some paint transfer off on your bus and you're getting into trouble there. Give yourself plenty of room. It'll be fine. Give yourself some room to pump that gas, okay? Last but not least, backing up. That's always fun, isn't it? We always tell you not to back up unless you absolutely have to. And at some of the places that we go to, yeah, we're going through these townhomes places or down these roads. The only way we can get out is if we back up all the way. If you're in that situation, just take your time. Just go slow. And maybe even come and talk to Mike Flack, I don't know where he went. Come and talk to him about it. Maybe there's something that we can do to help you with not having to back up down that road. Maybe we can figure out a situation where we can have them, bring that person halfway to you or a little bit, all the way down to you onto the block where it's safe. Okay? Don't become complacent, I guess is my true message to you guys, because we do these roads every day. And we become complacent. We think, oh yeah, I gotta get up to this part in order to pick this person up. We become complacent and we just whip right in there, get them, get going, right? Because we got schedules to keep. And we think we know the area, and then all of a sudden there's something sticking out the road, or a car that's parked someplace that you're not expecting it to be, and you're gonna have to make a last minute change in your driving. Don't become complacent. Always get the big picture. Look out for your surroundings, what's around you, and how you can adjust to those gradually. So we're not making these sharp turns, right? We can go, oh, I see a car's up there, I'm gonna have to move over this a little bit. And watch your blind spots, you guys. Watch your bus, your bumpers, use your mirrors. They're so vital to your driving, are your mirrors. So if there's something wrong with your mirrors, please come and get those fixed right away so we can make you guys the safest you can be out there. Okay? I just wanted, on my last thing here is I mentioned insurance on the vehicles. Just remember that all these costs add up. Insurance adds up, and it's not just, oh, that's okay, they can just fix that. And we've got money, set aside for fixing the vehicles and insurance and stuff. All those costs add up, and it trickles down. It trickles down to you guys. And it can reflect on your raises, on all of our raises, on how much that we can try to share with you guys at the end of the year. We try to give you as much as we can. If we have high cost insurances and lots of accidents or lots of repairs that we have to need, that's all going to trickle down. So just remember that, we should all be together on this and look out for each other and look out for ourselves and our buses and make sure that we're driving as safely as we possibly can. Okay, let's make sure our fleet looks great 10 years from now. Yes?
That brought to that Bush and Thomas, send that back.
Yep.
Because you're trying to get over people who are coming around.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to hit anybody, and I don't want to scrape against the person's either.
Yes.
So we can put that back.
Yep. Thank you. And when
One other one, the damage on the top of the bus, is that from awnings? Something that
no,
high?
because we usually don't have you guys, we check out the awnings that you guys go under and make sure that their clearance is there. You should not have any problems with those.
On this side of the bus, on the frame, you could put like the height of the bus reverse, so the driver could see the rear of the bus, 10 feet. So
Right.
it's something like the odd number that it is.
Yeah.
It says 9.
I think that there is, don't we have things in there that
There's
tell us how
11
tall
feet.
our bumps are?
We just
Hang on, guys.
just to be consistent and safe, we say if it's under 11 feet, don't go under.
If it's under 11 feet, the awnings, don't go under it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
That's why it's on the side and you can see the
Yeah.
it's telling you this high.
Yeah.
Don't go through drive-throughs and bank drive-throughs.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
McDonald's drive-throughs.
Some of the new rear cameras aren't working. Because some of the new buses, it's great, you got a rear camera, but the ones that you really need them on some of the routes, we have to back up.
Yep.
Cameras aren't working.
The question was, can we do something about some of the backup cameras that are not working? Yes, we can. Let us know if it's not working or not. I know that the mechanics will look at it as soon as you can, and we'll try to get those working for you, but I don't want you guys to just rely on the camera.
No, I'm not saying that, but
Right.
I'm saying if you're backing up down the.
You have to back up a long way.
Country trail and trees on both sides,
Yeah.
it's really nice.
Yeah, it's nice to have those backup cameras. Absolutely. Yep.
Are the sub-drivers getting trained on the new buses, the ones with the hook things for the door?
Yes.
Because I see mine is ripped out.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they're.
That actually wasn't by one of our drivers, it was by one of the staff at the place that didn't know it was on there, so, yeah. But yes, we do, when we get our brand new buses, and yes, some of them look different from the old ones, the old new buses that we got. And Doug and Mike have been doing a great job about, if we're assigning you a brand new bus, we want to take you out there before you get into that bus and show you all of the different features and things that are new on this bus that you're not going to be used to. Okay? So if you have a question about, you know, that are new on this bus that you're not going to be used to. Okay? So if you have a question about
or how wide we can pull through, putting a note on your driver's sheets would be great, because then Trevor will add that for every event that we have in that building. So please help us with any information that you discover while you're out driving.
Absolutely. Did you guys hear that over here? I know it's raining. All right. Any other questions or comments?
I just have one more. It's payroll week. Days off that haven't requested PTO. If you want PTO, you gotta come to me. You guys need to manage your days off that haven't requested PTO. If you want PTO, you gotta come to me. You guys need to manage your time cards. So please, if you want to use PTO and you had a day off, because you guys are the ones that know that you had a day off, put in for it in Paylocity.
By the end of today, right? Or it's gonna just be too late?
We need, because you guys have got to manage your own. So please, if you want to use PTO, either come talk to me or go into that Paylocity. And if you can't get into the Paylocity, come find one of us and we'll help you get in there, okay? Does everybody understand that? You want to use PTO, and then if you don't get paid for a day, whose fault is it? It's not mine. I'm really like catty about things. Please manage your own time cards.
There's
Thank
another
you.
speaker
Thank you,
there.
thank you.
There's another mic.
Do we have anybody else that's talking
Yeah,
today?
Mike's welcome.
Anything you guys want to say?
No, we
right.
have
Look at
leftovers
that.
from yesterday. so-
Short meeting for you guys today. We do have leftovers from yesterday from the picnic. So those of you who weren't able to make it, you're in luck. You get to have some pulled pork or some pulled chicken. No, but we do have ice cream treats for you, unless someone raided the freezer over on the other side. So enjoy, you guys. Thank you for listening.